conclusion inevitable.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt.
My conclusion was that this idea was not a practical deterrent.
My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
In conclusion.
Hello there, folks! Welcome back to In Conclusion, the only movie podcast that's gotta be strong, gotta be fast, and gotta be fresh from the fight. I'm your hero, Dan O'Keefe, and I'm hoisting myself by my own petard. And joining me, as always, is Anna Otto. How are you, Anna?
Why didn't you introduce me as your Prince Charming, Dan? That's literally so rude.
I'm sorry. And always joining me, as always, is my Prince Charming,
Thank
Anna
you.
Otto.
Thank you.
How are
or
you,
ugly
Anna?
stepsister would have been acceptable. I'm good. I'm good. It's hot in our apartment because we did not bring the air conditioning up yet because it's not summer yet. It's still spring. And I'm regretting it. Also, we're trying to move, so like we're just being lazy about it. But otherwise, I'm good. How are you, Daniel?
I'm good. I am also trying to move and trying to get rid of furniture, so that's always fun with selling things on the internet.
Watch out. I forgot to tell you this. I got scammed on Craigslist.
Buying or selling? How do you get scammed selling?
Dan, I'm embarrassed. I wasn't selling. Okay, I don't want to go into the details because I cried. I was texting our friend who listens. Hi, Eliza. I was texting her a lot because I was like, am I being scammed? Send help. Because, like, it was, you know how, like, on Craigslist, they get really pushy and, like, they have your email and your phone number and, like, they ask you to prove you're a human by sending them some code, and I'm a dummy, so I did it. I don't think they stole anything. I just looked at my credit card last night, and it looked okay.
That's good.
I'm still nervous. They asked for my credit score, and I said, take a hike, scammers. So y'all, I'm scarred for life. I'm terrified of other people. Don't use Craigslist. Don't think you're brave and immune. You're not. Thank you. That's it.
Well, also joining us today is other people who Anna is apparently scared of. It's Mark Wirtz. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Unlike you two, I am not trying to move. I actually recently just re-upped my lease at my current apartment.
It's a beautiful apartment,
we're doing pretty
Mark.
great.
It's a beautiful
place. It does look
place.
very nice.
It's very, very nice. One bedroom, and that's it. That's all I have.
One bedroom, no bath, no kitchen.
Nope.
Yep, it's just me. It's just big a storage closet essentially.
The room belongs to
That's all it is.
The rest of the apartment.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's yours.
Yeah, but no, we're doing all right. I think I'm on day 3 of a hangover, so
It's
yeah.
Tuesday, Mark.
No, I mean, well, this is still rolling forward from Saturday night.
What did you do?
What didn't I do?
Oh my god. Y'all crazy. Couldn't be me.
It was a wild time.
I feel you, Mark. I went out for the first time in, I can safely say, years, because it's been years.
Yeah.
And I was out until 3 a.m. on Saturday, and I was like, this is not
Y'all.
how I do things. It had hit 11:30 and my body was ready to shut down. And I was out there for 4.5 more hours.
This couldn't be me. This could not be me. Gage and I...
I'm 26 years old. My body's not built like this anymore.
No. My body was barely built like that in college. Are you kidding me? 11 o'clock would roll around. I'd be like, ooh, are we sure we're not done here? I think I only closed a bar one time when I was in college.
No.
The only time I've ever closed a bar is when I was working it.
Oh, Safe House?
Yeah, and that's barely a bar.
It's a restaurant.
I closed a
that's
themed
more of a
restaurant
restaurant.
experience.
That's that spy. Is that spy place, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
I think I went there one time.
Well,
only
good thing
been
you
there-
did, because I don't know if it's opening again.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the Safe House in Milwaukee is a spy-themed restaurant and bar that's kind of in the back of an alley. It's been around since...
The dawn of time.
Yeah, so the 60s.
Yes. Did I stutter?
And it...
Has it really been around that long?
Yeah, I worked there for a little over half a year, and then it shut down with the pandemic, and now nobody has heard anything about when it's reopening.
That's surprising though, because they have one in Chicago too.
Yeah, but that one's
Maybe that's part of the theme.
more recent.
Maybe
so it's like
maybe you have to hear about
actually
it. You have
ventilated.
to hear about the reopening.
True. I've been to both of them. I've only eaten at one, like, where I paid for the food one time. That sounds sketchy, but I went with Becca for a photo shoot to the other one. So we got free food.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the second time I came with Gage and also Becca and some other friends. And Dan, you were there and you made me publicly embarrass myself even though I knew the password, which is honestly so rude.
Yeah, I had so much power.
Humph. Those fries.
Humph all you want.
Honestly, though, if they stay closed, rip, because those chips were sumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I'm betting that it's part of their theme. They're going to be like, you have to just hear about the reopening. You have to know the reopening password. And that's what it's going to be.
Is the password chips are delicious?
Yes, that's what it is.
All right, let me...
you figured it out.
Got it.
Well, now that we've expounded upon the restaurant scene in the Milwaukee area...
just one of them.
Just one. Let's talk about today's film.
Yes.
It's Shrek 2.
Yes.
I'm ready.
The sequel to Shrek, if you couldn't tell from the title.
It's the squeakquel.
The Shrek 2, the squeakquel.
It was released on May 19th, 2004, 4 days after it premiered at Cannes. This film premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. Yes, it did.
I thought you were kidding when you said that. I just was ignoring you because I assumed you were being sarcastic.
The film was selected to compete for the Palme d'Or, the highest award at Cannes.
I mean, did it win?
No.
Oh, it should have. What did it lose to? Do we know?
The 2004 award went to... why is this so... Fahrenheit 9/11, Michael Moore's documentary.
Oh, I definitely thought you were going to say Fahrenheit 451, and I was like, isn't that just like a made-for-TV series based on the book with Michael B. Jordan that came out recently?
I didn't even know they'd made
they
that.
Michael B. Jordan, he's hot. I got to stay on my hot guy radar.
Michael Basketball Jordan.
Yes, that's the one.
Again, directed by Andrew Adamson, Kelly Asbury, and Conrad Vernon. Written by Andrew Adamson, Joe Stillman, J. David Stem, and David N. Weiss. Starring Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Julie Andrews, Antonio Banderas, John Cleese, Rupert Everett, and Jennifer Saunders. With a budget of $150 million, it made $919.8 million.
And I'm pretty sure most of that came from me.
Highest grossing film of 2004. More than $100 million more than the second highest grossing movie, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and Spider-Man 2.
And Shrek remains unproblematic. I honestly stand a king, an unproblematic
It also beat
king.
The Incredibles. All these movies the same year couldn't beat Shrek.
Wow.
I am, no offense to Disney, the corporation, but I am much more likely...
Plenty of offense to Disney, the corporation.
Yeah, really.
I am much more likely to reach for Shrek 2 than I am The Incredibles, Is that just a me? Or, is that...
I mean, I like The Incredibles.
Yeah, but which one are you more likely to quote? Which one's more memorable?
That's true.
Well, now that I work at an office job, the office job portions of The Incredibles pop into my head frequently.
Is that relatable for you?
Yeah.
I love my office job.
I would agree with that.
I love my office job, but you know what pops into my head a lot?
Office Space, Breaking the Printer?
No, the song from... not Incredibles. Oh my god. The song from The Producers where...
the musical The Incredibles.
Yes. The song where in... The Producers, the unhappy, I wanna be a producer. That song, all the time. I love my job. I'm not unhappy. It just gets stuck in my head because I'm in an office.
So on Rotten Tomatoes, Shrek 2 has an 89% approval rating, and Roger Ebert gave it 3 out of 4 stars. saying that it was bright, lively, and entertaining.
Why
it
not
didn't
4?
win Best Animated Feature, though. That went to The Incredibles. Did it? Or did that go to Spirited
That's
Away?
Lame.
fixed. Honestly, fixed.
Oh, if it was Spirited Away, I'll
No,
But
it was
that's
The Incredibles.
Fixed.
Oh, never mind. I
Spirited
won't
Away
allow it.
came out in 2004 too.
I was wrong. It came out in 2002.
Oh,
Oh.
Shark
say,
Tale came out in 2004.
Not Shark
Oh, another
Tale.
great film.
Not Shark Tale.
Another excellent film.
It did have one other Oscar nomination for Best Original Song for Accidentally in Love by the Counting
Let's
Crows.
go!
That song, okay, that song absolutely slaps
It slaps.
to no
Especially
end.
the version in the movie. It's got
I
like the
know.
orchestral
Oh, yeah.
backing.
I know. I love it. Gage has been singing it
great.
nonstop, which is a mood. I love it. I like the part about ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite part.
The strawberry
I
ice
put
cream,
on-
never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
I put on Shrek 2 while I was making dinner, like, today, and it came on. I literally stopped what I was doing just to go and sit there and watch it. And I was like, I need this.
That song just... I love it. I had the Shrek 2 album when I was little. I swear I did.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely did. In the last episode, I said that I had the first one, and I think that I did. But when the credits song started, I was like, oh my lord, I've heard this 1,000 times
I can't remember
in the
what... I
kitchen
think...
because my mom was playing it on the CD player in the kitchen.
Oh my god. I think I only listened... Like, I think if we were to listen to that album now, Accidentally in Love would skip. Like, I listened to that song all the time when I was little.
How dare you skip
No,
Adam
no.
Duritz and the rest of the crows?
No, I mean, like, I
Yeah.
listened to it so many times that it would, like, accidentally in love. Like that.
Okay, it'd be scratched,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it would
okay, I
skip.
get what you're saying now. Went right over my head a
Oh
little
my
bit.
gosh, y'all never listened to a CD? Is that what I'm hearing?
I constantly listen to CDs.
Sounds like
Yeah.
neither of you drove to 1997 Town and Country with a crappy CD player in it when you were in high school and early college.
I've
No,
never
I drove a
drive to
2000
something.
Chevy Suburban.
Driven, Mr. Grammar Beep over there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My mom got on me the other day because I said drug instead of dragged or something like that. Whatever. This isn't finishing school. I'm just chit-chatting with the old pals, okay? Getting a
The old
cheeky
pals.
Nando with the lads.
Oh, ugh.
Nandos.
Well, speaking of finishing school, that's mentioned in Shrek 2, so let's talk about the movie.
Is it?
It is. In the diary, when Shrek is reading Fiona's diary in the most incredible breach of trust,
Mrs. Fiona Charming.
Fiona says, "My parents are sending me away somewhere. It must be some sort of finishing school or something." You know, the most memorable
Wow.
line of the film.
Listen, I
what?
love Fiona. Nothing. I didn't see it before I actually did Shrek, and now I just see all of the ways, and I know a lot of girls probably feel this way too, but like Fiona's so freaking relatable.
Yeah.
Such a mood.
Did you have a diary or a journal where you would write Mrs. Anna Charming in it, or
Yeah, except
Mrs.
it said,
Anna
like,
Wentz?
Mrs. Anna Archuleta. Oh,
Yeah.
let's just air that out. I got in trouble
my
once when I was in
goodness.
middle school because I doodled that in the margin of my notebook, and I so clearly remember my teacher one of our teachers was totally cool if we doodled, but we would get graded on our notebooks to make sure we were taking good notes. And one of my teachers circled it, put a line through it, and wrote no because we weren't supposed to doodle.
Your teacher wanted to marry David Archuleta.
Probably.
That's
I
why.
mean, honestly, she was keeping me humble. Looking
You'll
back,
never marry my Mormon man. How
I mean-
dare
Exactly.
you?
I think I'd be a beard at this point. I'm not trying to assume anything, but
Well, now I'm interested. My interest is piqued. David Archuleta.
come on the
Okay,
podcast.
question mark?
Yeah.
He's listening right now.
There is
Don't even joke with me because 8th grade Anna would probably still be really excited about that.
there is nothing about his personal life.
Yeah, it's pretty well hidden. I wonder why.
4 years ago
Spicy.
was 13 years to the day since he lost American Idol.
Stop. That feels like yesterday. 13 years since I've been in 8th grade. I don't like that at all.
Ugh.
Yeah, since 2008.
Oh, man.
We're old.
I feel old.
I still have
Dan?
the winds of youth at my back.
Yeah, like a one wind, barely. It's pushing you into the grave.
As I'm trying to walk against it. Like
Yeah,
trying to,
for real.
No, make me old. I want the blue plate special. So, anyway, Shrek 2 starts with a storybook sequence from Prince Charming's perspective, where he's like, I have to go and save the princess. I'll go up into the castle, save her, and she will become my wife, and I will become the next king of Hollywood. But
Far,
unfortunately,
far
when he
away.
gets up to the top of the castle, there's no princess there. There's the big bad wolf in a nightgown. Uh-oh.
Gasp.
Oh.
He looks comfy. He's reading. What was
Yeah.
he reading? Oh, crap. Swine Illustrated?
Yeah.
It was some play on Sports Illustrated. I know we're going to say this a lot during this movie, and we've said this a lot. How did they get away with so many of these things? How were they allowed to put this in here and get this movie a PG rating?
Shrek finds a way.
Literally, Shrek does find a way, I swear to God.
There's this
Anyway.
mystical power Shrek has over the MPAA.
Literally.
Everyone needs to see this.
God,
Everyone.
It's
With
weird.
parental guidance.
Parental guidance. Who?
So then we see Shrek and Fiona's wonderful honeymoon set to the dulcet tones of Adam Duritz and his hair. Singing,
Don't even get me
dancing,
started on that hair.
frolicking, having a wonderful time, some would say.
I like
They're-
the part when they make their own jacuzzi by farting. It's relatable. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Anna's last episode of In
No,
Conclusion.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Just hard cut
Listen,
right there.
not to
We're
be
done.
gross
End of the episode.
or anything. But that's one of my most relatable things with Fiona, okay? We both have sensitive tummies. If you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. Please
I
explain
mean,
in
Fiona
detail.
probably has IBS. Who was that? Laughing
The
at my jokes?
categories.
Tolliver, do you laugh at my joke?
Can you guys hear
Yes.
Yeah.
him? Oh man, you are being loud right now, bud. Okay.
Well, guess
love
what?
him.
Shrek and Fiona, they have been invited home after their honeymoon by Fiona's parents to a royal ball to celebrate the marriage. So, of course, they go to appease the rents.
Not the rents.
Donkey forces himself into the situation as well, because what else would he do? It's not like he can spend time alone.
Me.
He's got I'm surprised he wasn't spending more time with the dragon.
Yeah, she's like gone the whole movie until the end. Later on, we find out it's because
They had a relationship problem, and she had to
the
go.
problem was that they have children.
Yeah, give
She was
mutant
Pergan
birth.
an ant.
Gage thinks they're nightmare fuel. Do you guys like the dragon donkeys? I think they're cute.
They're
I don't.
Okay, weird.
We're the weird ones.
Yes.
Fine.
Did I stutter?
So they take a carriage into the town, village, city of far, far away, and when they get there, they see that it's a funky town. It's basically Beverly Hills.
Not the funky town. They pass a sign for Rodeo Drive on the way in.
They do. It is the far, far away fairy tale version of Beverly Hills. You got the streets, you got the Hollywood sign, but it's far, far away. Because as we all know, Hollywood is a kingdom run by two people, Mickey Mouse and Dominic Toretto.
Oh,
the
I was
Fast
gonna
and Furious
say
franchise.
my family. I was gonna say George Washington because that's money, but you're right. It is run by Dom Toretto. Thank you.
Yes.
I can't wait for
He's-
Fast 9 to drop.
I want to go to space in a car.
No, stop! It's already too much.
So the Fiona's parents, the king and queen, they have this big royal reception to greet them. They expect her to show up in human form with another human person, but instead They're greeted by ogres.
Jokes
to
on
which
them.
the crowd falls silent. The parents are shocked. And
Dan, I believe the word you're
dad
looking for is
repulsed.
shooketh, but okay.
I'm
They're
sorry.
pretty shooketh.
I didn't study Shakespeare in college, but I don't
Goodbye.
think that he ever had the word shooketh in a script.
You never know.
Do you want me to pull out my complete works of Shakespeare?
Do you want me to pull out my
Oh,
complete
please,
works of Shakespeare?
please do. Yes, both of you do it and have a Shakespeare competition right now.
Okay. On
It's
it.
too much of a distance to travel.
Yeah, mine is too. I'd have to move a whole candle to get it out.
Yeah, I'd have to move my chair a whole 6 feet. Too
Not
far.
the chair, a whole 6 feet.
So they have a dinner where they talk about life and stuff, and of course Shrek and Harold get into an argument about the meaning of life, basically about how Shrek isn't right for Fiona, and Shrek is like, my appearance doesn't matter, I'm an ogre, blah blah blah. They have a food fight. Donkey says, Donkey?
In true mom form, Julie Andrews mentions that she wants grandchildren far too soon. Yes, mother, I'm shouting you out. Just want to lay that out there.
And then, of course, because of this argument, Fiona is disgusted and she locks herself in her room. And you would think, after having been locked in the top of a tower for most of her life, Fiona would instead maybe, I don't know, go walk in a field or something. But no.
Nope.
She goes back to her tower alone.
Drama only, Dan.
She is a drama princess. I can't say queen yet, because she's not a ruler, but she's got the steps down pat.
Does anyone know, is this the point at which we see the Sir Justin poster, or is that later on?
Yes, it is. We see the Sir Justin poster hanging above Fiona's bed.
Sir Justin Timberlake.
Which is funny, because in the next movie, Justin Timberlake is the voice of Artie.
It was all foreshadowing.
Oh, love it.
And also, Cameron Diaz, at the time, was dating Justin Timberlake.
She wasn't, really?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
It was
I didn't know
after-
they dated.
Yeah, I guess it was after he and Britney Spears had broken up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. He likes tall women. Well, I don't know how
Another
tall
thing me
Britney
and him
Spears
have in
is.
common. Along with our movie star good looks, dulcet singing voice, and incredible dance moves.
I lied. Britney Spears is only 5'4".
Another thing she and I have in common.
Whoa.
Well, Jessica Biel's 5'7". That's taller than average.
Is it?
Yeah,
I thought 5'7" was average.
I don't know. Woman's average height is 5'4". I'm average.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
That's
you.
a big accomplishment for you.
So, Harold goes to the bar to, drink and maybe figure out a way to get rid of Shrek, where he talks to Larry King.
Doris is my favorite character. I kid you not. I think she's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Thank you. End of sentence. End of story.
No,
That's it.
I agree. All of her bits are amazing.
Yes, Doris, the ugly stepsister, voiced by Larry King.
Iconic casting
Pitch
choice.
perfect.
Truly.
Absolutely. And that's where he talks to the fairy godmother and her son, Prince Charming.
Not Prince Charming.
Yes, Prince Charming with flowing locks of blonde hair, who today would definitely be really upset that they're not big on TikTok.
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
Oh my
yeah.
god. He would be the most Karen man. Oh god, I got a few things to say about him.
Back
Would
in
just
my
be-
day, we had jousting. Now you have
my God,
safe
yeah.
spaces. We're not the same.
Except I also do like the part later on when Princess Fiona is like, your lips are sparkling. He's like, and they're cherry flavored. Wanna taste? I'm like, oh god. That line is too good. It's too good.
Ugh.
So they figure out a plan to get rid of Shrek. Harold arranges for Shrek and Donkey to go on a hunting trip. Of course, this hunting trip is not real. Instead, it is a trap to lure them into an assassin's wake. And that assassin is played by Antonio Banderas.
Of course.
It is not a man.
Yes.
It is not Robin Hood. It is instead Puss in Boots.
Oh, you didn't go Puss
Yes.
in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Thank you.
He looks a lot like my cat.
He does.
He does look a lot like your cat.
Handsome
I know.
Tolliver in Boots.
Does Tolliver ever try and kill you?
Oh, quite often.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if he
It's
wears
just a-
boots, but okay.
Well, sometimes he does that as well.
Love.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heart react.
It's very strange.
Where do you find thigh highs for a cat?
I don't know. He finds them himself.
Dan-
He just like he'll get out of the apartment. He'll come back. He'll just have them. I'm like, all right, dude, cool.
Dan, that feels like an inappropriate question to be asking. A good cat never tells his secrets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. I'll talk about it off air.
Thank
What
you.
Tolliver does in the streets is his business. So
No.
I just want to say, Antonio Banderas is having the time of his life as
Oh,
Puss in
absolutely.
Boots.
Yeah, for
He
real.
is going all out. It's so funny. I love
Well,
it.
I mean, like, why wouldn't you, you know? I mean, you're there to have fun. You're pretty much just acting with
You're
your
just a
friends.
gag character.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Like-
playing a cat.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a like. There's not much to him. He's just got his little like cat swordsman.
Yeah. I also skipped over the point where Harold, the king, the fairy godmother, and Prince Charming all go to Bob's Fat Boy through the drive-thru.
Oh my god. And what is it? The kids' meal. I can't remember what it's called. And he gets Prince Charming gets a whole axe.
A whole axe and a crown.
Yeah. Oh god. Fairy Godmother is such a good character in this movie. She's
Oh,
so
she's amazing.
funny.
Well, back to not talking about her. Shrek
Dang.
and Donkey. Well, Puss can't really defeat Shrek. He's too big, and Puss is too small.
Shrek is too. Wait, no, not Shrek. Puss is too cute.
Shrek is too cute for Puss to beat.
Yes.
Like, dang, that ogre pretty cute.
We'll get to that.
Oh, I know. The moment it happened in the movie, I was like,
Yeah,
Anna
can't
is
wait.
panting.
You saw my tweet from last night.
I did.
I'm sorry for that loud laugh that just echoed back into my earphone, so I know that's going to be loud. I'm going to peak that sound for you, Dan.
Perfect. So Puss tells Shrek and Donkey that he was actually sent there by Harold to kill them, and he offers to come along and make amends for his actions. He has the Jar Jar Binks life debt to Shrek now.
Freaking love Jar Jar Binks. Don't you bring his name into this. Keep my man's name out your mouth.
Oh, gosh. And then, so the three of them, they figure out that the only place where they can go is the Fairy Godmother's Potion Factory, because of course the Fairy Godmother is a Henry Ford sweatshop-style runner.
Would you expect
it
anything
tracks.
less?
Absolutely not. And they steal a potion called Happily Ever After that Shrek thinks will make him good enough for Fiona. When the
Tragic.
real moral of the story
He's
is...
already good enough.
Amen.
Exactly.
He's
She's not good enough for him. She needs to drink the
Exactly.
potion.
yeah.
Whoa, is this a woman bashing podcast all of a sudden?
Shrek is just perfect in every single
Oh
way. There's
my.
nothing he needs to change ever.
I don't know. Human Shrek can get it, you know? He's
Calm
hot.
down. Calm down. Put the fan away. Stop fanning yourself.
Woo!
So they both drink the potion. Initially, it looks like nothing is happening, and then they both fall asleep. And then they wake up surrounded by Cinderella's stepsisters.
Surrounded by me.
Yeah, just fawning over Shrek. And he's like, why? I don't understand this, but in a Scottish accent. And he looks in a pail of water, and what does he see?
Someone
Anna, describe
incredibly handsome. Okay, first of all, don't judge. I think he kind of looks like Gage. That's the only nice thing I'm ever going to say
Wow.
about Gage for the rest of my life. He's just tall, and he's got gorgeous brown locks, and he's got
Strong
like
eyebrows.
strong body
strong
too.
eyebrows.
He just looks good. He's at least 6, maybe 6'1". It's the one time we like a tall man.
I think he's taller than that.
I think he's like a
I
good
feel like
6'5".
I think it's
I think he's a. How tall?
like
is
a
Human
farmer
Shrek?
strength 6'5".
Ooh.
Never worked out, but he's definitely ripped for moving all the bales of hay.
Dan,
Human Shrek
please.
is 7 feet tall.
Human Shrek is
7
7
Shrek is 7 feet tall.
No, that's Ogre Shrek though, right?
I just typed in how tall is Human Shrek and it says 7 feet tall.
I'm gonna go with 7 feet. Sounds like that might be how big regular Shrek is, because he's kind of like his clothes are kind of baggy. You know what I mean? Like when he wakes up, there's a
They
lot
are
of
a little
room in
baggy.
there. Daniel,
Yeah.
I'm having a serious. This is a cerebral conversation, Dan.
Dang, Ogre Fiona is 6'4".
See? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We love a
Ogres
tall
are
woman.
Tall. We do. Well, you do. I am a short queen, but I love a tall queen too.
This totally
Arkwat's
throws
4'6".
my perception of them for a loop. I didn't think they were that tall.
Well, yeah.
Shrek's an ogre. Ogres are big.
Yeah.
Well, I've never run across an ogre in real life to have anything to compare it to. Like, if I come across a shark in real life, I'll probably be surprised by the size of it, big or small.
Well, sharks
That's
are
fair.
big, just to let you know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In case you're wondering, they're big.
Yeah. The exact wording in the synopsis is, Shrek is now a handsome man, while Donkey has
Oh.
turned into an elegant white stallion.
Shrek, he's more than handsome. I don't know what the next step up would be, but like,
Perfection. I
yeah,
don't know.
literally
No.
like
A snack and a
Then-
half, a whole
a
meal.
meal, a buffet.
And then Ogre Shrek is just God, so it's
No, the ears are kind of cute though. If I met Shrek in real life, I would want to touch his ear.
I don't want to picture a live action Shrek because that would just destroy it for
Well,
me.
no, you know what I mean. Live action Shrek, you mean this photo of Gage? Just kidding. I already posted it on the Instagram and the Facebook, so.
But the rules of this potion are, of course, they have to kiss Fiona by midnight to make the potion permanent. Otherwise, it's going to wear off and it's going to be all for naught. So then...
Not
Shrek-
all for naught. I'm just
Okay,
making
all
fun
for
of you.
Anna's pleasure.
No, I'm just making fun of you. I'm just making fun of you. Dang. Anyway,
I'm sorry that I speak like a 1920s news writer.
You do. You sound like the opening of Legend of Korra.
Hi,
Anyone?
it's me.
No?
I
Cora,
no, I agree with
and I'm
that.
a
I would
legend.
agree.
I
Yep,
don't know what it is.
that is how it goes, Dan. Yep.
That sounds exactly like Cora.
Yep.
One day, while I was riding my jalopy down the streets of Brooklyn,
My jalopy.
Not
I got
the
sucked into
jalopy.
the Fire Nation, and I'm in waterbender, so I had to put out some fires.
Yup, that's how that goes, Dan.
I do not know
Yeah,
what the
that's
Legend of
you're
Korra is.
you're ju- no. Well, you just hit it nail on the head.
Dang.
That's exactly what the plot is.
That's really weird. That's a
It's
weird
just Cora.
plot.
It's just Cora going around being a firefighter. That's it.
Lord above.
So the gang, Shrek, Donkey, and Puss, return to the castle, and they
Hate
find
it.
out that Fiona, she's human again.
When we're human again. That's the wrong musical, but I don't care.
And they run looking for each other through the castle, and Shrek ends up running into the fairy godmother instead of Fiona, and she has already sent Prince Charming as Shrek's human person, because Fiona doesn't know what a human Shrek looks like. It could look like Prince Charming.
Listen, nothing in that face says Shrek. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing.
Yeah.
So, Fiona, I mean, I know she figures it out, but I would have instantly known. I don't know, like...
Also, I don't know the voice. I just like I don't know. It surprised me that she didn't think, wow, he turned into a human and also lost his Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of strange.
Hello there,
commented on it
Fiona. It's
for,
me,
Yeah.
Shrek, your husband.
No. Goodbye.
It's like I feel like she should have figured that out right away.
I'd have been like, sir, Absolutely
Maybe she knew.
not.
Maybe she knew the entire time, and she was just willing to see how far it would go.
Maybe. Maybe she's like, well, hang on a second. I'm not ruling this out entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's at her parents' house.
Then the lip gloss thing happened, and it was just
The lip gloss.
Lip gloss is a bridge too far.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what.
And so, when you see Shrek as an ogre and you think of a human version, you think there's going to be a crew cut. You don't think there's going to be curtain bangs.
Yeah, no, Shrek, how
No.
the way he looks is actually more like it is exactly how I would have pictured him as a human, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, like a strong farm hand.
Got the farmer strength.
Mm-hmm.
And the farmer's
Oh.
tan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
We like to see it.
And then the fairy godmother uses her evil ways of discussion to urge Shrek to leave the castle, telling him that it's best to let Fiona go. That's what will make her happy the most. And Shrek, believes her.
Like
He's
a
very
fool.
easily convinced.
Like a dumb.
So, to make sure that Fiona falls in love with Prince Charming, Fairy Godmother gives Harold, the king, a potion to put into her tea, a love potion. No word on what number love potion it is, but
Number
scientists
9,
have said
probably.
that it's number 9.
Oh, I'm sorry I stole your joke, Dan.
You jumped the punchline of a not
I'm
very
sorry.
good joke.
I'm sorry. I'm
How
sorry.
dare you?
I'll never speak again.
Oh, rip.
That's a lie. I'll speak all the time.
Yeah, that wouldn't make for good podcasting. Welcome
Just
back
my
to the
It's just
show.
Dan talking to himself. Just
Anna's
Mark
here.
and I are here, and here are
Yep.
pauses
Yep.
for Anna.
Yep.
we're talking about Shrek for the 9th week in a row.
Oh, no. It becomes just a Shrek podcast.
Yep.
Um,
The Shrek cast.
Just the Shrek cast.
what are you doing in my podcast?
Oh, God. I have taken ill. I can't.
Shrek hears the conversation between the fairy godmother and Harold, and he's like, "Wait, I've been tricked."
I've been
And he has to
had.
go back.
Been pranked.
He got, as the kids say.
He did.
And they get arrested by royal guardsmen. And then we go to the royal ball, and guess what? Shrek's friends, they band together. Pinocchio is wearing woman's underwear.
I love that
Oh, yeah.
scene. Nothing made me laugh harder as a child, I swear to God.
Just tell a lie. Say you're wearing women's underwear.
Ah, I'm wearing woman's underwear!
It's a thong! They
It's
knew
just
that.
so-
Oh, that used to be. That was so hilarious when I was little.
Oh, it was so good. It was
Thongs
so
are
good.
funny.
They also parody Mission Impossible in this scene.
Oh
Yep.
God, yeah. I was laughing so hard though last
Oh,
night.
wait.
When Gingy slides down the rope, Gage goes, "Gingy, he's Monteroing."
Yeah.
I think I've seen plenty of TikToks where they just cut that music in there.
Yes. Okay.
Actually, what was it? They also parodied Cops before,
Cool.
like
When he
Shrek
gets
got, like,
arrested, yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Can we talk about all
Yeah.
the stereotypes that they make?
Yeah, no.
I scream.
When Donkey literally yells police
You
brutality.
should have
like-
seen Gage and I were
was like,
watching
damn.
mouth agape. Like literally, they pull catnip off of Puss in Boots.
Yeah, oh my
Screaming.
god, it was so
I
bad.
was dying over the pepper spray though. It was just
Yeah.
pepper
Well,
Because at first I didn't get it. I was like, what are they doing? And Gage is like, it's pepper spray. And I was like, no!
oh my god. it
Not the
was-
pepper spray.
Oh gosh.
It's too
And-
clever.
Shrek
very
asks if the gingerbread man still knows the Muffin Man. And he goes, of course, he lives on Drury Lane. They go to visit him, and they create not a muffin, but a giant, stupid gingerbread man.
Oh, Mongo. Oh, never has a character been around for such little time, but I have loved them so much. Just
All the times, all the memes I've seen that are like top 10 worst anime deaths, and it's just the screen grab from this scene.
it's just Mongo.
I'm like, stop.
Oh my god, he was so fun.
Not the 10 worst anime deaths.
Oh my god.
So they break into the castle, although Mongo does seemingly die. He gets knocked.
I was gonna say he's
He
not
just
like
sits in the water.
really-
Yeah.
he's just wet. I don't know.
I think he doesn't realize that he could, get up.
Stand up.
Well, that's just Mongo.
Yeah, that's something.
But unfortunately, Shrek is too late again to prevent the kiss, just as he was too late in the first movie to prevent Lord Farquaad. He's too late to prevent French Charming, was what I was going to call him.
Not French Charming.
Oh.
French Charming.
But instead of falling in love with Prince Charming, Fiona just knocks him the fuck out.
Hell yeah.
I mean, fair. He's a tool, honestly.
Yeah.
He's the worst kind of guy. Like, he's very Gaston, which is probably why I love him so much, because I love characters like that. Because, like, they're real. There's people like that in the world. And that's why it's funny. The end. Thank you. Welcome to my film analysis class.
There are people like that in the world. Me.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, you know who Prince Charming reminds me of? Dan O'Keefe.
Oh man.
You know what they say, you can't spell fuckboy without Dan O'Keefe.
Yep.
You have to replace and delete some of the letters, but you get the spirit.
Yeah. Yes.
Harold didn't actually give Fiona the love potion. He drank the love potion.
Iconic king.
A hero.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Top 10. We didn't even talk about how they were playing Holding Out for... Wait, what song? It is Holding Out for a Hero, right?
Holding Out for a Hero.
I'd say that's probably like the most
Tyler
iconic. That's so good.
That's like the most iconic cover of all time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not true.
Name a cover that's better. I dare you. You can't. Wrong.
Better or
Wrong.
more iconic?
More iconic.
1985 by Bowling
Wrong.
for Soup.
As a #1 Bowling for Soup stan, wrong. Gage and I were going to see them before the pandemic, and I kid you not, we kept going, well, can we still see Bowling for Soup? And then things kept getting canceled, and Gage is so sad when it got canceled. I was too, don't get me wrong. They dropped a new song the other day.
Did they? I didn't even realize they were still making music.
Well, they paused for a while because they were doing the music for Phineas and Ferb, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So... but they're back.
Of course,
All right.
the fairy godmother is now angry, so she tries to kill Shrek. But Harold saves him, he jumps in front of him, and his armor reflects the fairy godmother's spell, which causes her to disintegrate. And Harold is turned into his true form, the Frog Prince.
That's, like, very dark looking back. Don't you think?
She just straight up died.
Like,
Yeah, she's
maybe,
just dead. She's
like,
been murdered.
Oh, okay, rip, like...
Yeah, like it's not even like, because what was it? Farquaad was like,
He got
this was, they
eaten.
made a joke. Yeah, he got eaten. I mean, like they made a joke saying like, oh, he's still alive in there,
Yeah.
blah, blah, but she's just gone. Like she's dead.
I mean, she went out with a bang. How was she gonna top Holding Out for a Hero? You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
There are
and-
plenty
I
of
don't know,
other
it's-
Bonnie Tyler songs she could have covered.
And you know, Shrek's
What?
a fairy tale, so it's like you gotta, the villain's gonna die in the end.
Yeah.
I guess so. It's
Dan, what else is she gonna cover? If you were a woman and I was a man?
Yes!
It's already
my
been done.
favorite Bonnie Tyler song.
It's been done.
What?
Shot
By,
through the
what's her
heart,
name?
and you're too
That's not a
late.
cover. That's the same songwriter. He was like, this song should have been a hit, so he just put different words
wasn't
to it.
Wasn't that... Hang on.
It's the girl who does the, like, she redid Barbie Girl. She redid a bunch of songs. She's popular now. I don't know her name. A woman, not girl. She's a pop singer.
This says
Olivia
it was
Rodrigo.
written by a man.
It was written by a man.
Yeah.
And then he wrote You Give Love a Bad Name. And then this year, or last year, a different pop singer did a new version with reworking the lyrics.
Ew, really? It's been done. It's
I know
been
it's
done.
been done. But there's also Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, that song slaps. Absolutely. That would have been my cover.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hit some of those notes, but I would have tried.
Ava Max.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh,
Ugh,
Lord,
God.
that hurt.
that.
It was
Tolliver
so
heard
bad.
that.
I think
Whoa.
I hit like 15 wrong notes. I'd do it
gosh.
again. Oh wait, that wasn't even the right song. That was from Alone, which is by Heart.
Yeah.
I'm done to throw this podcast out.
My cat was on top of the cabinets. I had to go get him down.
Oh, Tolliver, my son.
The singer that I was thinking about is Ava Max.
Ava Max.
Kings and Queens was her song that used it. There's also Sweet But Psycho. Basically what she does is she takes
Oh yeah, it followed the
songs and then
kings and the queens.
reinterpolates them. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
literally
song.
forgot about that song because like mostly conservative TikTok was using it, and it'd pop up on my newsfeed or on my For You pages like making fun of those TikToks. So I just kind of forgot about it by choice, but now I might have to listen to the real song just to give it a taste, you know.
It's no If You Were a Woman and I Were a Man.
If You
I
Were a
can
Woman
say.
is pretty good. I listened to that on one of my final days of the doggy daycare while cleaning some dog bowls. I sang to a puppy.
If you were a puppy and I was a cat, would it be so hard to handle that?
I love
Wrapping
that, Dan.
up-
That was great.
Thank you. Wrapping up Shrek. Then we
Yes.
can return to our Bonnie Tyler conversation, which is obviously
Yes.
much more important. Right, Mark?
Yes, 100%. Sorry, my cat, I think he sees a bug and he's like chasing it around the apartment right now.
Little hunter.
So, Harold apologizes for his earlier behavior. He used the potion earlier to get Lillian's love, and he gives blessing to Shrek and Fiona. So immediately, this relationship is not built on trust between the parents.
Yeah, no, not
Yeah,
at all.
but like the mom's like, it's fine, and she like cuddles
Yeah.
up to the frog, and it's kind of cute.
She's like, you proved yourself in this one moment.
Yeah, she's
there
like,
it is.
I guess I love you at this point. Like, what else am
Yeah.
I gonna do? To say no, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
you're
the
a
clock's-
frog.
I mean, human Shrek is
frog?
right there still, so.
Yes,
that's
a
true.
frog.
Clock strikes midnight. Fiona rejects Shrek's offer. They turn back into ogres. The potion wears off.
They're 7
Donkey
foot and 6
changes
foot four
back into his
counterpoint.
donkey form, much to his chagrin. He wanted to be that
Well,
horse so bad.
What if
What would Donkey have had to have done
kiss
in order
the
to keep
dragon?
Oh.
Kissed Shrek.
Oh.
Do you think the dragon turned into something while Donkey was the horse? I was thinking about that like all night last night.
I mean, she would have also turned into a horse then,
Well,
you'd think.
Gage and I were, like
Pegasus,
theorizing
maybe?
that she was maybe a lizard.
Oh.
I don't know. Just food for thought.
Yeah, that's something. I didn't even think about that.
Look at me.
Discussion question.
Follow up.
And then Puss in Boots and Donkey sing Livin' La Vida Loca along with the
I
rest of
hated
the
it.
gang.
Eddie Murphy cannot sing. Like I
Which
was gonna
is
say-
he has a top 10 pop song
what
in
song?
the 80s. Party all the time.
Okay, well, I stand by my statement. I think people probably were buying it because they like Eddie Murphy, not because he's a good singer.
Party all the time
also
reached
get-
number 2.
I'll give it a listen and report back, but I stand by my statement.
Fair. Then the credits roll, but it's not over because in the mid-credits, Donkey is singing All by Myself when the dragon comes back, and they have mutant dragon donkey babies.
They're
and then
not
the full
mutants,
credits
they're
roll.
cute.
They're pretty mutiny.
You guys are haters.
No, they're just gross.
Yeah, like pirates leaving a ship, they're pretty mutiny.
I hate you. I love them. I'm ignoring you.
That was a good one.
Follow the kings and the queens on a throne. That's stuck in my head now.
Well, that's Shrek 2. That's the film. That's the plot.
That's the entire thing.
I don't know. I think it's fun. I think it's better than the first.
I would say Shrek 2 is better than Shrek, like the first Shrek.
I would also agree, and I know Gage told me that this is his favorite of the Shrek movies.
It's the best one. I'd say
It's-
because I think
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would say it goes downhill from here.
I mean, Shrek walked so that Shrek 2 could run, am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean,
That's
if they had
normally
just
how sequels work.
Yeah, I know, but like, normally the sequel is like, fine.
Yeah, because usually like the first one, like it's like, oh my god, this is great, and then they make the sequel, and you're like, it was okay, but this is like opposite. Like, well, I guess Shrek was good, and then Shrek 2 is just better.
Mm-hmm.
I just in all ways, I think.
I think that the jokes are more like tightly packed in this one. They're basically there's a joke every 10 seconds or something.
Yeah, they're nonstop.
There was more breathing room in the first one, but in a 90-minute animated comedy for kids, I'd rather there be more jokes, especially in one like this that's a parody of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner.
Yeah.
And the animation is better too.
Oh
by
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, it really is. And I feel like I feel going back to what you were saying about how fast the jokes come through, I feel like I missed some of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to watch it again.
Mm-hmm. I might go watch it again.
Tonight?
Just tonight, right before I go to bed.
There you go.
I just need to give you an update. My cat sees a bunch of bugs on our wall.
Oh man.
And she is having a time
I don't have a
swatting at them.
cat, so I'll just pretend I have one. Oh, my cat's doing that too.
Don't be a poser.
I am a poser.
Some trivia about the movie. Antonio Banderas, who voices Puss in Boots, he also played Zorro, which Puss in Boots is a parody
Yes.
of.
Yes, thank you.
There's a cover of David Bowie's Changes in the film by Butterfly Boucher or Butcher.
Oh.
He loved it, and he did backing vocals on it.
Love that.
Amazing.
In the Spanish dub of the film, Doris, the ugly stepsister voiced by Larry King, is voiced by a sports journalist, Michael Robinson, so keeping up the cross-dressing voices. Antonio Banderas did the voice in the English and Spanish versions.
Love.
In the Spanish version, he speaks with an exaggerated version of his natural accent from his hometown, as opposed to just a overt Spaniard accent that he does in
Where's
this
he
one.
from?
He is from Malaga in southern Spain. I
It'd
don't
be
know.
Malaga.
The animators got a wig maker
Malaga.
to help animate Prince Charming's hair.
Wow.
It'd be Malaga. Because there's an accent. Sorry, I
yeah.
just was looking it up still. Anyway,
There was
then-
that hair was animated pretty well.
it was
pretty good.
gorge, honestly.
Yeah.
And then
That's where
Rupert
most of the budget went.
Everett had auditioned for Gaston in Beauty of the Beast, didn't get the role, used that prep for his audition for Prince Charming.
I mean, what did I
Wow,
just
look at
say?
that.
What did I just say about the two characters, y'all?
Right?
Also, Gaston is my favorite Disney villain, so that's that on that. Just wanted to share.
So some ideas for the movie that didn't end up coming to fruition. Shrek was going to help turn Far, Far Away into a democracy, and
That
the
sounds
race,
like propaganda.
The race between Pinocchio and Gingy was going to have a bunch of political satire.
Why?
They
For
decided the
what?
film needed more emotional depth. This was the peak
I'm
of
okay
the
with that.
Daily Show. That makes sense to me. Why
I
they
guess
would
that
think
makes
to do
sense.
this.
But
it just wouldn't fit. I don't think that would have
this
gone
movie
well
was
at all.
timely enough as is. I just think
Yeah.
making it political would have been weird since it's still a kids movie technically. But
Yeah.
what do I know? Nothing.
And then Accidentally in Love replaced a Weezer song that was originally going to be over the honeymoon montage that they had to write to fit to the montage because they had animated to the Weezer song. So they needed to make it fit in the final film. They couldn't change the animation.
Is this still a song? What song is it?
It is My Best Friend by Weezer,
Oh, I
which
love
is on
this.
the album Make Believe.
Okay, I'll be queuing that up later. Do I need to remind everyone? Bang the doll drums. Oh, whoa. That's
You
the
didn't need
chorus.
to.
No, I'm okay.
Oh. Hello, I wanna-
And the king was going to be naked for the first
No.
half of the movie in an homage to the Emperor's New Clothes with some form of censorship going on.
I don't get what that would have. what that would have
I just sang the wrong song. Honestly, Dan, throw me out. Sorry, I was in my own world.
Yeah, you didn't even hear me
No,
talk
I
about
didn't.
the king being naked for half
I
of the
did.
movie.
I absolutely just decided I didn't.
I was kind of hoping I'd black that out a little
I
bit.
blacked it out. I didn't sing the wrong song. I'm just self-conscious, and it's because of your naked king statement that I doubted myself. I hope you know.
I am happy. I know you didn't say I hope you're happy, but I am.
Why would these things just don't sound like things that should be in a kids movie? There should be no
Well,
nudity.
there's a reason they were cut. So
Yeah.
Were
that's the
they
reason-
thinking they were gonna rate Shrek 2 R? Like
That's what they
I
were
want
going.
a hard R Shrek.
like NC-17 Shrek?
Just the king's dick just hanging out.
Ew.
Just
God.
But it's like a frog penis.
Oh.
Do frogs have penises?
Crazy Frog does.
Stop. He does not count. That's not a frog. That's Satan. That is the devil.
That's all the trivia that I have for it. So that's fun.
yeah.
Mark, what did you think on this most recent rewatch?
I mean, I don't know. It still holds up to me. I like it. It's still good. Like I said earlier, like I think it's better than the first one. I mean, I meme about the first one a lot, mainly just because of All Star by Smash Mouth. But in terms of like an actual movie, I would prefer to watch Shrek 2 to Shrek 1.
Yeah, I agree. Anna, what about you?
I really like it a lot. I think for holding out for a hero alone, I would reach for this movie. It's so cute. And I think maybe it is, again, reaching back to the fact that Gage and I did Shrek last year. This one was a lot more like, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Whereas that was like, I feel like I know every inch and every in and out of it. Whereas this one, I feel like it took me on some more fun memories because I hadn't thought about it in a while.
Yeah.
It's cute. I think it's really cute. And I think even though it is for kids, they were able to sneak some good adult jokes in there that are freaking hilarious for adults.
Sneak, in quotes.
They're very bold, okay? The pepper
Yeah.
spray was very timely and jarring, but it had me rolling, okay? I'm gonna say it, like, art really does mirror reality sometimes.
Oh my god.
Okay, Mark, do you stand by your choice of your favorite actor, or would you like to pick a different actor?
I gotta think about that. No, because I don't want to stick with that because we didn't talk about Dear Evan Hansen at all, so I don't want to stick with him.
Fair.
Trying to think who I would throw in there. Who is my favorite? No, because I was thinking about this a little bit more because I came a little bit more prepared. I was like, who's something like wacky I could do? And the first name that came to my head was Tommy Wiseau.
No!
Yes! Mark, would this movie be better, worse, or the same with Tommy Wiseau as Prince Charming?
Oh, I'd say absolutely better.
I'd watch that. I
I
honestly
would
would watch
100%
that.
watch that. As much as that, like, because like the room is like the bane of my existence because of the whole "oh hi Mark" like.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never
But
even thought about that. I'm so
just-
sorry, Mark.
Oh god, it's awful. But no, like I think that movie is just so awful. But and like Tommy Wiseau as like an individual in general, I'm just like, I would be so curious to know how he would actually like tackle that role. Like, how would he do it? I mean,
I think it would be art, truly.
It would be.
It
Oh, it's cherry flavored.
Oh, no.
I'm picturing Tommy Wiseau rotoscoped into the film, live action. Everything
Wait.
else is CG.
How very Mary Poppins of him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Shrek.
Oh, Shrek. It's just scenes of him from The Room, just edited into it.
I hate it.
Just so you don't even need a Prince Charming. So like at some point, just like, I did not hit her. Just. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Anna, what about you? Would the movie be better, worse, or the same with Jonathan Taylor Thomas as Prince Charming?
I don't think this is the role for him. I think he could do a nice Artie, right? His name's Artie in the next movie.
In the next one, yeah.
But we'll talk about that next week. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's his time to shine quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Fair.
this Prince Charming was too good. It was too good. Because also, JTT has like a more immature sounding voice. So
Yeah.
I feel like part of what makes Prince Charming so funny is like he does sound so mature and adult, but he acts like a little kid. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, yeah. I'll wait another day.
Would it be better, worse, or the same with Jimmy Stewart as Harold?
Harold.
I think it'd be the same. I think John Cleese does a good
agree.
job.
I agree.
Um,
Can you imagine though?
I can.
Sorry,
can't
I don't know why I
imagine.
said that like that, but you know what I mean.
Can you
Like,
imagine?
Do you have
Goodbye.
concept of imagination? Do
I'm
you have
throwing-
object permanence? Can you
This
picture
is-
things?
Do you
in your
have
head?
object
We are
permanence?
not allowed to do this so close to my bedtime because at the end I start saying some stupid stuff, and this is around when it happens.
Okay, well then we need to wrap it up. So, Mark, on a scale of 1 to 5 pepper grinder sprays to the eye, what do you give this film?
Oh, it's gonna be 5 pepper grinder sprays to the eye.
Keeping it strong with 5. Anna, what
Oh,
about
yeah.
you?
I'm gonna also give it 5 pepper sprays to the eyes, pepper grinder sprays.
I'm gonna take the average down a little bit. I'm giving it 3.5. It's
3.5.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, well I forgot you don't like fun.
Ooh.
They have a couple good songs.
I hate you.
Oh,
this bitch.
well, we will be back on this Love Fest next week, talking about Shrek, not 3, Shrek the Third.
Is this with the baby Shreks or is that the next one?
That's
No, the
the
four-
fourth.
the
That's
four-
forever
They're all
after.
jumbled in my brain. Are we
Yeah,
gonna
no,
watch
that's
the
'cause the-
Shrek like Christmas special or no?
You can.
No, I was kidding. I don't want to watch it.
Just do it on your own, on
Yeah.
your own time.
I
I don't recognize that as part of the Shrek canon.
I don't want to know about the Shrek canon.
I can tell you a lot
The
about it.
Shrek universe.
Oh, Lord. If you like the show and you want to support us, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at And In Conclusion, on Instagram at In Conclusion Podcast. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/inconclusion if you want to support us financially. But the best way that you can support us is by spreading the word and telling your friends about it, or by giving us some stars and some words on Apple Podcasts. That will bump us up on the list from near last to slightly higher than near last.
Let's go!
Woo! If you want to find me online, I'm on Twitter at DanO'Keefe86, on the Clock app, TikTok, at NotDanO'Keefe, and I have a blog on my website, dan-o'keefe.com. Mark, it's your time. Where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter. I think it's just Mark_Wirtz. And then on Instagram, it's MarkyDubs247, I think, if I remember it off the top of my head.
Because you never quit. All day, every
No.
day, 24/7.
Hell yeah. I was in like high school when I made my Instagram. I was a football player. I was like,
You
yeah,
were
let's
a football
go.
player?
Yeah, I played football
I
for
mean,
like
like,
7 years growing up.
Now that you say that, it's not surprising, but at first I was a little surprised.
I was a football player turned theater kid. It was a very strange transition for me.
Okay, Zac Efron, settle down over there.
Anna, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at AutomusPrime818, or you can find me on Twitter at AutobotsRollOut, capital O for Auto, capital B for Bots, capital R for Roll, and the O in Roll, and the O in Out are zeros. And you can probably find my email being used by Craigslist scammers right now since, I screwed up.
God.
So, don't email me if you see me on Craigslist. I'm not selling anything. Don't reach out.
Well, once you get done
Weird,
responding
I just
to
got an
Anna's
email from you.
Craigslist emails,
Oh, I hate it. I hate everything.
Tune in next week to our Shrek the Third episode. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, wear a mask, and get vaccinated. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
My mom just goes, share the videos with me. Mom, they're on YouTube. Just look up easy yoga for beginners and people who are in terrible shape. Look up yoga for people who've never done any exercising.